Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish. Welcome back again this weekend for more Icewind Dale. Well, so, our party has cleaned all of the Yetis and Shadows out of the Vale of Shadows, so I guess now it's the Vale of us. uh, I hope you were here for last week's stream. If not, welcome to this one. I hope that you enjoy it, and if you do, please do think about going ahead and subscribing. Turn on notifications to make sure that you don't miss any future streams. And you can hit me up on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Pillow Fort as well to follow for new material. Alright, let's see. Oh, our first zombie and a bunch of skeletons, it looks like. That is a little bit different than what we found outside, isn't it? But they go down just the same. There we go. Skeletons don't really have a whole lot of hit points anyway, so this isn't super surprising considering. Whew-wee. Well, that is a good opening. A bastard sword. Oh, somebody's inventory is full. There we go. I think that's about it. Okay. Ooh. We want to make sure that there are no traps as we go along. This is a hanging skeleton. Oh boy. Hey, some free studded leather armor. Definitely won't turn our nose up at that. Potion of agility, an antidote, and a luck spell. Okay, well, we know what to do with some of these. First of all, let's see who is not wearing studded leather, that maybe that would be better than what they have. Both of them have it. Yep. He's got chainmail. Okay. Well, that's alright. Now this potion of agility. I'm not sure whom we should give that to. Of course, what it does is, see, there you go, raises the dexterity of the imbiber to 18. So that way for 15 turns, your armor class and your ranged attacks get a little bit better. Who has the lowest dexterity that might need that? See, Hatheland's already got 16, Astrid has 14, Sam has 15. Keishara definitely can't benefit from that. 14 for Motmic. 18 for Sana. Everybody's got a pretty good dexterity. Well, I guess Astrid should carry it then in that case. Oops. Maybe she'll get some use out of it. And if she doesn't use it for a while, then we will simply... Let's see. He's got the potion case. We will just, we'll simply sell it. And this luck spell... I'm thinking, because this is usable by mages, maybe it's time for Sana to learn her first spell, because Keishara has more variety than she does, for certain. We'll drop this in here. And that way he's got it when we need it. Alright. Cool. That is level 2. Okay. Well, there we go. Next time we rest, she'll have a spell. So far, we've been fairly lucky, so maybe we won't need it, but if we do need it, it'll be there. Okay. And you can't hide in shadows at all, can you, Motmic? It's okay, it's not really what he's here for. Ah, hey, he did find a trap. High quality longsword. Ooh, a masterwork weapon, perhaps. Hey! Oh, I love that icon. That's glorious. For those of you not in the know, that little face is Zoltan from our Might and Magic 6 run. Well, he's in the right place. Here we go. Okay, so our regular longsword, of course, just speed factor 5, 1d8 slashing damage. Let's see this high quality longsword. I guess there we go. Okay, +1 to hit. So that is the standard masterwork enhancement bonus from like 3rd edition, or what would become that later. There we go. Excellent. Not magical, but absolutely that is better than just a regular sword. You carry that for a while. It's going great, honestly. This run has been pretty good so far. We have created a fantastic party of characters here that I am already quite enjoying. There we go. Now, I think this might actually be our very first trap. Well, I kind of wanted to play it in the original resolution, but also I wanted to, because I know that in Might and Magic 6, the text, as you folks would, message, would kind of pop up over top of the game, and sometimes it would be hard to read or hard to see because of the background, even though I moved it around a little bit. So I thought this time, if I'm going to play this in 4:3 rather than like 16:9 anyway, I'll just leave a space on the side, and that way we'll guarantee that it's visible. Yeah, exactly. That too, so that way it kind of maintains that old school feel. Alright, let me hold my breath here. This is our very first trap. Let's hope that Motmic gets it. There we go. I had confidence. He can't hide in shadows, but that's not why we brought him along. He is a trap specialist, so there we go. Whew. Yeah, the original version, I mean, it was made for, what, like 640 by 480 or something like that? Ooh, a high-quality mace. Hey, now. Oh, that's a +1 Morning Star, though. 2d4 +1. Yeah, okay. Oh, well. That's okay. I'm not upset about that. That just means he's already got a better weapon, so, hey. Yeah, the original is like, not the best looking. Especially because on larger screens, like, 1920, that is... yeah, that's going to look tiny, 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 and I didn't want that. So I'm taking advantage of the improved resolution of the Enhanced Edition to make sure that everybody can see, I hope. Okay, a carrion crawler. Oof. Those things are nasty. We are about to run out of treasure room, I think. Again. Which, I mean, like, I'm not mad, right? That just means there's so much treasure. Finding a lot of skeletons, but not a lot of traps. I'm not upset about that either. There we go. Mr. Dwarf, sir, thank you for your excellent work. I feel like there should be one over here. That's why I'm kind of edging this way, like I'm hesitant to engage the monsters for fear of stepping on a hidden trap. He's not finding it, though. Alright, maybe it is only on one side. That's okay. Let's see if there are any more. This party's been highly successful so far, but then after y'all did so well creating our Might and Magic 6 party, I expect nothing less. Whew. sort of inch around. No more traps? Alright, well that's fine with me. Let's see what this skeleton's got on it. Ooh, some arrows, a bow, and a stinking cloud spell. Now there's something that seems useful. Stinking cloud is a great spell because, of course, that is going to be a big nasty fog of stench that's going to nauseate live enemies. It won't really do much to these undead guys, but let's give these arrows over to Sana. We know that she can use them. We'll replenish her. I feel like Stinking Cloud, because that's a second level spell. She's only got the one spell slot. Luck is pretty thematic for her. Keishara, I think, probably needs that one just because where she's a wizard, I mean, she's supposed to be casting spells. She's not, you know, Sana has other things to do. First of all, she's an archer, but second of all, she has her bardic performance and so on. So if we're going to be casting field control spells, I think I'm going to give this to our elf. There we go. Let's see. We haven't gotten a chance to use either of these yet, so we'll wait before we memorize a Stinking Cloud, if only because I don't want to empty a full spell slot and fill it with something that then won't be memorized.
I'm on it.
Ah, she is. Perhaps better than a hairy wizard. Alright, folks, on to the next one. So there's 1, 2, 3 nameless crypts, this cave, of course, and then Cresselak's tomb, which can't possibly be important at all, considering it's a different color and has a name. We will definitely do this one last. I mean, it has giant statues flanking the doorway, so, like, I don't have to have played this before to tell you that that's probably the important one. Excellent. Let's save our good work here so far. Ooh, well, they did not wait. Goodness gracious. Okay, pile it on. What is that? Oh, that's a ghast. Oh, they better kill that first. Oof. Ooh, he took a chunk out of Astrid. She took a chunk back, though. Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. Good job, girl. Did he paralyze her? Ghasts are nasty. They're like the upgraded version of ghouls, and so they can give you diseases and all kinds of stuff. Now, of course, I could manage this battle, like, a little bit more, but we've been doing really well, and they're clustering together. You know, it's like mostly skeletons and that kind of thing that have low health anyway, so I'm trying to capitalize on that to keep the action moving a little bit quicker. Shoo, there we go. Look at that. Sam leveled up. All right. Let's take care of that right away. Ooh, just a smidge over. Okay, so no proficiency slots this time, but he did get a second level and a third level spell slot. Wonderful. So, our first character to gain access to third level spells. Let's see. Oh, we need to put something in here too, don't we? Find traps, I feel, is like kind of insulting to Motmic. How about a resist fire and cold? Because, you know, we've got a lot of ice around us right now. I keep waiting for something to pull out some kind of ice attack. Animate dead. No, we have quite enough of that already, thank you. Cure disease. Probably that's going to be very useful considering that we are fighting the undead. Cure medium wounds, also useful. Dispel magic we don't need just yet. We've not fought any enemy spellcasters. When we do find one, we'll need that. Exaltation, Favor of Ilmater, Glyph of Warding, Holy Smite, very good one. It's got a long casting time, but it hits pretty hard, and it's an AoE attack, which is great. Visibility Purge, Miscast Magic, Prayer, Protection from Fire, Move Curse and Paralysis, Rigid Thinking, Strength of 1, and Zone of Sweet Air. I think let's go with a Cure Disease and our good standby Cure Medium Wounds first. We want to make sure he's taking care of the rest of the party before we do anything else, because that is why he's here. Okay, let's pick up all of this loot. Okay. Goodness gracious me. Motmic, if you would. Ooh, I hear a spell going off somewhere. I think that was the effect of the ghast wearing off on them. Ooh. This niche, unlike the others in the crypt, is empty. There is no indication that it has ever been used. Okay, well that's better than an indication that it has been used and, like, something's wandering around. Hey, gate key. Wonderful. Identify. Oh, that's a very important spell. Remove fear and a potion of healing. Excellent. Let's go ahead and distribute that. That needs to go to Keishara for sure. Let's see. Remove fear. Okay, that's a priest spell. See, there you go. Not usable by mage or bard. So this is actually going to go in his quick item slot. Along with, I think maybe that potion. Don't y'all? Because after all, physician heal thyself. He needs an emergency heal in case something happens and he uses all of his spells on other people. We've got to make sure that Sam stays in the action. Okay. Make sure that they're backing him up. Ooh. Okay, we'll let them come to us. I was hoping for a high quality dagger, but not everything can be high quality, and that's just fine. There are some games, and even some versions of D&D, kind of like Pathfinder, where I feel like the... oh no. Oh no. Did you hear that sound effect? Right there, trap sprung. Oh, I got antsy seeing we stepped on something Motmic could have disarmed. Uh-oh. Well, we're stuck in now. Well, here we go. Since there's so many undead around, how about we have Sam try this? Oh, looks like he got one of them anyway. Oof. Ooh. Oh, that's nasty. Whew-wee. Okay. Well, there we go. We know that we need to take this a little bit slower and be more careful. Because I was not expecting to step on that and summon a bunch of shadows, which is apparently what we did. Whew. This niche holds a stone statue of a robed figure. The features are worn with age. A bronze statue of a robed figure. Nothing remarkable about the piece. Floor here collapsed and filled with water, and the surface ripples gently, hopefully from drip drops from the ceiling, and not from something underneath the surface. But yes, as I was saying about the high-quality weapons, that's, versions of D&D like Pathfinder and so forth have a built-in assumption that you need to have a minimum level of treasure, kind of, in order to actually function. And I much prefer like 2nd edition and 5th edition nowadays, where they treat magic items like they really are treasure, like they feel special, instead of you finding so many of them that they wind up becoming something that you toss out, something that you try to liquefy and maybe even wind up selling. So I'm not upset when we don't find a +1 weapon in every single treasure chest. Okay, he's not finding any traps on this. I'm going to risk opening it. Okay. Flawless two-handed sword. Lovely. Someone else is going to have to grab those.
I will do so.
Well, thank you. There we go. Strength? Why don't we try... I think that's a first level spell? No, it is second level. That's alright, though. She's our buffing specialist, kind of, anyway. We'll hand that to her. Grease. You know, that's a kind of a tricky spell. And she doesn't have any first level spells. How about we give that to her? And we'll just kind of pass these healing potions on down the line. Potion of Genius. Intelligence +4, up to a maximum of 25. Ooh, well, there we go. We'll have Keishara hang on to that, and she might need that buff later. This will give Sana an additional buffing spell and a first level spell that she can memorize as well. Wrong button. For now, that'll be the only thing she has memorized.
Agreed.
Let's inch our way this way. Another skeleton. Okay, you come to us, buddy. Back to detecting traps. Ah, there we go, see? Let's not summon some more shadows. We'll keep our eyes open. There we go. See, if you're patient and give him a moment. It's kind of like as time passes, each round he's getting a check. And so from round to round he may not notice it on the first try, but then he may notice it later. We're starting to run out of treasure slots.
Ready. Done.
Alright. Call me paranoid, but there could be one more. Ooh. Is that another ghast? I believe so. Oh, okay, this is a ghoul. Ghouls aren't quite as bad as ghasts, but we still don't want to tangle with them if we don't have to. Man, nice job. Who did that? Hatheland. Well done, my guy.
Watch me go.
I am watching you go. A blood-stained offering table. The blood has dried and turned to powder over the years. Ooh. I don't like the idea that someone's been doing blood sacrifices in here. Oh. Oh, look at this. A scroll of cure light wounds. And some enchanted leather armor.
We'll see about that.
Well, we will, because you're going to have to identify it. Okay. So, first things first. Oops. There we go. Unfortunately, this is not like 3rd edition, so she doesn't get a cure spell. But that's okay. Once again, this can go in his quick slot. And that's a free Cure Light Wounds that he doesn't have to use up a slot for. Now this, let's hope that her lore is high enough, because, goodness gracious, what is her lore? It's not listed on this screen, but I want to check before I even right-click. There we go, 50. Quite a bit. So I'm sure she can identify this. There we go, leather armor +1. Excellent. Magical enhancements or enchantments enhance the protective abilities of this leather armor. Why did I say that so weird? Protective. So, armor class 7 compared to this is 7, and then it's 1 lower versus piercing and missile, and 5 versus slashing. Yeah, so actually this isn't as good, which is fine, because we can sell that for a pretty penny, since everybody else has kind of got better armor. In fact, you know, it's probably... Okay, Astrid and Sam have some slots left. Keishara has a few. Of course, she also has the lowest strength score. Sana has a few. I think we can probably do at least one more crypt before we need to go back and make a visit to the shop. So let's see. Done that one. We've done that one. So, my goodness. It's because of the winding path, this one's well out of our way, so I guess this one will probably be the next one.
Agreed.
Well, thank you, Hatheland. I'm glad you agree. We'll head down this way first and try this one. Then we can go back to Kuldahar and unload some of this random loot. And we've got almost 1,600 gold already, so after we sell some of this, we'll be able to evaluate whether we're anywhere near the realm of being able to afford one of those magic items. I would love to grab some of those, but at the same time, I mean, some of those are so expensive. I don't have any realistic expectations of being able to afford them all right away. Oh. Another shadow. Are they respawning? Because I'm pretty sure that we cleaned them all out, folks. Well, it is called the Vale of Shadows for a reason, and not just because it's dark here. Ooh, hey. Someone blue. Cleric. Well. You know, a blue circle means someone we can talk to. Let's see what happens. 2 zombies. He's going to talk to us first. You are not welcome here. Leave this place. Who are you? I am Cleric. My brethren and I guard this crypt against intruders. Leave this place. Okay. Why am I not welcome here? I mean, that seems like an obvious question, but maybe if he's got an answer, I want to know what it is. You are not one of the faithful. Only a follower of the faith may enter here. Leave this place. What faith? I mean, we have a cleric. It's probably not Yondalla, I'm guessing. Myrkul, Lord of the Dead, holds sway here. Embrace Myrkul, become one of the brethren. Then you will be welcome among us. Otherwise, leave this place. Yes, so Myrkul is, or used to be, I guess, in this timeline where we are in the Forgotten Realms history right now, he is currently the god of death and undeath. And he is not a great dude. That's okay, though, don't worry, because if you are playing any Dungeons & Dragons right now, if it is 3rd edition or later, Myrkul is no longer the god of the dead. He got ousted by Kelimvor. So, you want us to become undead? Is that what you want? Yes. Embrace Myrkul. Become one of the brethren. Otherwise, leave this place. Okay, so since Myrkul's a bad dude, are you the evil that plagues Kuldahar? Kuldahar. That name is not familiar to me. I know nothing of Kuldahar. Seek elsewhere. Leave this place. Do you know who it might be? I do not know. I tire of these questions. Leave this place. Okay, well, so we can go and they probably won't attack us, or we can stay, and considering these guys are already hostile, they almost certainly will. So, what should we do, y'all? We could leave peacefully. You know, we do have that option. And there are plenty of other crypts and caves and things like that to search here in the Vale of Shadows, that's for sure. Should we go? On the other hand, Myrkul, like I said, is not a nice god. So, since we are all good aligned, now that we know whose tomb this is, or at least that it is a tomb of presumably evil people or creatures, I don't feel too bad about looting it for great justice. I think if there's no objection, we may just press on, because you never know where we might find answers. So, shall we? All right. Then you shall die. Make peace with your God in what little time you have on this earth. Brethren, slay this intruder. I think not, maybe. I think Sam's god is stronger than yours. Whew. The other two already went down. Let's tackle Theric. He's kind of like a mini-boss. Ooh. Oh, he really does not like Sam's intervention here. Oh, man. He was beating on Sam. Oh, there's a nice battle axe for Hatheland. And a magic dagger. Okay. There we go. We'll do it this way. Whew-wee. Well, that was a quick, nasty fight. Okay, let's take this flail. Give this to Sana to identify. This high-quality battle axe. That can go to Hatheland for his other hand, right? +1 to hit. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Okay, Sana, let's look at this dagger. Alright, combat abilities. Ooh, interesting. So it's not just like a +1 dagger, this is a phase dagger. There's a 15% chance whenever you hit someone that the target is phased for 10 seconds, which means they take 1 additional damage every 2 seconds. So that would be 5 bonus damage over the 10 seconds total. Speed factor 2, 1d4 piercing. Interesting. Well, we know that Motmic is our dagger guy. So this is +1 to hit, but not +1 to damage, so they have the same damage. The other one's actually less accurate, but this one's faster. So this one, if you hit with it, is going to deal more damage overall, but you're not going to hit quite as often, and also it's only a 15% chance. So, something to think about. I'm not sure which one he should keep. We can look at that later, though. For now, let's see if there's any traps here. Ooh, is that a bridge over a chasm that I see? Retreat! Is that a ghoul? Yep. Take him down. Oh man, you would too. Astrid took him completely out. Okay. No traps yet. Oops. Let's let them come to us here. There you go, guys. My goodness, there are a lot of them. I'm trying not to go too far ahead because we want to make certain that we don't step in a trap like last time. Wow, there's a lot. That one looks like it's carrying a spear, maybe. Be nice if it would drop a magic spear for Sana. More of them. Oof. Wowee. Oh, it had a staff. Okay. Goodness gracious, I don't know if we can carry all of this. Okay, that's all for him. Whew-wee. Gracious. Okay, let's see if Motmic notices any traps. Looks like that's the bottom of that area. We'll sneak up here. Don't think we missed anything. There we go. Motmic took him down all by his lonesome. That's what I was hoping. Aha. I don't even want to know what kind of trap would be in a place like this.
Yes?
Let's have Sana take a look at these old bones. Ooh, is that a magic helmet I spy? Okay, no, it's just a regular helmet. But it looks cool. Has sort of dragon wings on it. Maybe we can give that to someone later. Okay, keep detecting traps. Oh. Goodness gracious. There certainly are a lot of undead in here. That's been a problem for Kuldahar, so even if these worshippers of Myrkul aren't actively invading Kuldahar, they can't be good for it just having them here. Astrid, you want to take this one? Surely these stairs are trapped somewhere, somehow. See, Hatheland shares that opinion. Sometimes it feels, when you're searching for traps, like it can be kind of slow going, but it's a lot slower going if you step into every trap, and that's for sure. Oh, her inventory's full. Maybe Keishara can pick it up. Nope. Oh, is everyone full now? Oh no. Oh, wow. Astrid is carrying nothing. How did that happen? Oh my goodness. So many of them. A legion of skeletons. There we go. Phoo-wee. She can just carry all of those big heavy weapons. Ooh, that's the sound of shadows. They don't drop any treasure, but they're worth a lot of experience points, and I'm okay with that. Oh. Whoever was buried here, they must have thought he was important.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Now I think that we might be free to just kind of search for traps. All right. Take a look at that. This opening is choked with the bones of the dead. They appear to be human bones. Ooh. Not unusual for a tomb, but the way that looks is almost like they walled them up or just stuffed them in there, or like the dead are oozing out kind of thing. The sarcophagus is sealed in some unknown manner, and the lid will not budge. Okay, all of them are like that except for this one. Oh, there's something over here as well. Let's check this sarcophagus first. Someone managed to get it open. Another magic dagger. Is that burning hands? Oh, it's color spray. Okay.
Watch this.
Yeah, let's have Astrid grab that stuff. We'll juggle it later. We'll have her go pick this up too. Ooh, invisibility. Now there's a great spell. We'll have Motmic come down here and check for traps as well, just in case. Aha, see? It's not paranoia, it's just good sense. Alright.
I'm off.
Broken armor. Well, we don't need that. Chill touch. Potion of insulation. And a sanctum key. Ah, so we probably needed to come here anyway. Okay, let's see here. We need to make a little bit of room. Let's give that to her. Oh, everyone's full. That's it. Let's see here. We can store those up there. Now we can shuffle things around a bit. Invisibility. I think that's a Keishara spell. Color spray. That could go either way, but she needs more attack magic. There we go. And let's see, chill touch. Similar. That's a good melee weapon. Works on the undead too, incidentally. Okay. Potion of insulation. Electrical resistance 50%. That's not bad. One of our fighters should probably have that so that they can protect against electricity, like lightning bolts and so forth. She can carry it for now. This one is a potion of strength. Sets your strength to 18 for 4 hours or until dispelled. That, I think, can go to Hatheland because she already has 18 strength. That leaves this key and the dagger. And let's see. I think, wasn't she carrying a gate key? Ah, no. Okay, Motmic has it. There we go. Now Astrid can carry them both. And let's have Sana investigate this new magical dagger. +1. Okay. So, +1 to hit, +1 damage, and speed factor 1 as well. So we finally, this one for sure, is a little bit better than the one that Motmic is using. So this here, Apsel's dagger, because both of them are very fast, both of them +1 to hit, but the +1 dagger also has a bonus to damage, whereas Apsel's dagger doesn't. There we go. Not that he melees a lot, but still. Okay. Well, folks, I think that we have no choice now. We've got to go back to Kuldahar. We have to offload some of this stuff. Everyone's inventories is full. We have to. We've got to sell some of our junk. All of these non-magical, like +1 swords, or non-+1 swords, rather. The ones that aren't even high quality. Okay. Then we can come back. We'll investigate this crypt and this cave here. and then we'll see about that tomb. This will also give us a chance to rest because Sam has been turning undead, of course. And Sam and Sana both need to memorize new spells. I think Keishara is good on that point, but also we may want to revisit, like if we're going to rest anyway, revisit her spellbook and see if we want to change out one of her current spells for something new that she's learned, like Color Spray or Invisibility. Because Horror is not going to work very well on the undead. One of the benefits of having to prepare your spells in advance is being able to prepare your spells in advance. So that just means that we have the opportunity to have the best tools for the job. Okay. The blacksmith. Yep, that's where we need to go first so that we can get rid of all of these weapons. My goodness gracious. So many weapons. I don't really think we have anything else to sell other than weapons, except for the Yeti pelts. And we want to keep at least 10 of those so that we can investigate the possibility of some Yeti leather armor, right? Alright, hello, Conlon. I'm glad to see you're not dead yet either. Alright, let's offload some of this stuff. Now, most of it, as you can see, is not going to be worth a lot, but some of it is worth a little bit nicer chunk of change. And of course, too, bulk adds up. So, since we needed to come back here and do other stuff anyway... Ooh, another high-quality longsword. Almost missed that. I think Astrid could use that, right? Studded leather armor. There we go. We're going to have to come back anyway, so that just means that it was worth it to pick all of this junk up. Flawless two-handed sword. Well, no one is using a two-handed weapon, so that's a nice chunk of change. And this leather armor +1, of course, that too we're not going to use, so there's another nice chunk of change. And hey, I think that that gives us enough to be able to afford the Yeti leather armor if we choose to do so. Now, these daggers here. I'd like to keep Apsel's dagger. That was a gift. We can find room for that somewhere, I'm sure. Now, the phase dagger, though, are we going to keep that? Now that he has an actual +1 dagger, because this one is slower, it has no bonus to hit, and there's only a 15% chance of, like, effectively it's sort of a magical poisoning. I really don't think that we need to keep it. Do you? I feel like it's probably better serving us as cash. And this, the Apsel's dagger is not really worth selling anyway, so I would rather hang on to that and put it in a bag of holding or something. But the phase dagger, like, if we're not going to use it, it doesn't even have the sentimental value that Apsel's dagger does, where I'm loath to throw it away just because someone gave it to us for doing something nice for them. So this is one of those, like, early adventuring career tokens of thanks that you want to hang on to. I think we should probably sell that if nobody has an objection, because after all, 225 gold is going to go a long way when we have, like, a lot of expensive stuff to buy. Because look at all this. He's got quite a number of magic items, and, see, we're nowhere near being able to purchase any of these weapons. Goodness gracious. Ammo belt, we don't need that. That's basically a gem bag for, like, arrows and things. So, we'll get one of those eventually, but right now 300 gold is too precious, I think. I do want that bag of holding that Auric has, but we'll get there. Okay, so that's everything that we were going to sell, which means now we can go to the inn.
Agreed.
So let's head over there and rest. And while that's going on, let's see, 2 chromatic orbs and an armor spell. Color Spray's not going to do any good against the undead. Chill Touch might. So, since Chromatic Orb, see, like, it can inflict damage. It does inflict damage, but it's kind of a roll, like which type of damage it's going to be, and a lot of these status effects are also not going to affect the undead, which seems mostly like what we're fighting. I'm thinking, let's keep one of those in reserve, and then let's get rid of the other one and try a Chill Touch. Second level, Horror not serving us well right now. Protection from petrification. Stinking Cloud, again, also not useful against the undead, really. Invisibility, though, that could be a good scouting spell. It'll allow Motmic to search for traps without being seen. Can open doors, eat, climb stairs, etc., but if he attacks or casts a spell, immediately becomes visible. Lasts for up to 24 hours. That's a long time, so he could explore a whole dungeon, potentially. Let's try that. I think his spells are good. Likewise, Sana is probably doing about the best that she can do. We can always adjust later. It's one of the nice things about being a wizard or a cleric versus a sorcerer. Can change what spells you know.
I'm on it.
Alright, give us a room. Okay, and back at it again, folks. We'll head back to the Vale of Shadows. We will explore that final crypt and the cave. I'm looking forward to it. Then we've got that big old tomb.
I'm on it.
Okay. Well, let's start here. Then we can decide which direction we want to go. Do y'all want to go to the crypt or the cave? The crypt is going to be kind of par for the course, like we know what to expect in there. The cave could be something different. I mean, it is listed as Vale Ice Cave. So, whatever's in there, and of course, I mean, I know what's in there. But this is about y'all as well, so... The crypt? We can do the crypt. First, let's do for this shadow. There we go. Alright, we'll just go ahead and head up here then. That way we'll be all crypted out, and we won't have anything left to do but the cave. So we'll save it for last. Cryptids, yeah, like all these yetis. Do you ever think about that, how in a fantasy world, a setting like the Forgotten Realms, creatures that we think of as cryptids, as these mysterious creatures no one can find, but maybe they exist, and people spend their whole lives hunting for them and interested in them, they're just a given? Like they're just a thing that people have to deal with on a daily basis? Like being attacked by yetis? That's just something that happened. Alright. It's a lot of skeletons, but that's not anything new, is it? We've seen lots of skeletons before. Sam knows what's up. Oh my goodness. There really are so many of them, though. There's so many of them that Astrid leveled up. Good, because she got hit too, so. Whoo-wee, that was a heck of a fight. A short one, but a good one. Okay, no proficiencies this time, but her saving throws got better. Ah, and she got more accurate. Excellent. Plus 13 hit points. Nice. I think that'll make up for the 2 damage she took, don't you? Wowee. Okay, this is a lot. There we go. My goodness gracious. Okay, well, let's see if old Motmic can find any traps around here. Of course, there are lots of traps in the floors, but things that you can actually click on, like containers that have stuff in them, are the things I'm always the most suspicious of. Followed, like, very closely by pits of green fire and other stuff like that that just kind of makes you go, This niche holds 6 small bronze statues of a robed figure. There's a lot of that robed figure around here. I think that it's probably Myrkul. Okay, no traps. He's sensing nothing. Okay. Scroll of Chant and a Scroll of Find Traps. Excellent. Well, those will both be useful for Sam anyway. We'll give them to him. Indeed. Oh, I almost forgot to give this to Astrid, because she's still using a regular longsword, so we will give her one of these high-quality longswords. And there we go, she will have a little bit better chance to hit. Alright, this side, my dwarfy dude. I found something, he yells back over his shoulder. Just running back towards the party, trailing skeletons.
I'm listening.
I found something.
Guard.
Move around this room just a little bit and see. This blood-stained table is decaying with age. It looks like it will collapse at any moment. This appears to be an offering table. There's nothing remarkable about it. There's a shelf over here that's slightly remarkable. Must have something good there. Ah, indeed. That's probably Mummy's tea and another healing potion. So let's go ahead then and... Does Keishara have a healing potion? She does, so Motmic gets this one. We'll do that until everybody's got one. And yep, Mummy's tea. I think Hatheland has one, yes. Cures blindness, deafness, and disease. Anyone could need that. We don't want her to be blind or deaf, though, since she's our bard. On the other hand, Motmic is scouting ahead. He's probably the next likeliest after our frontliners to come into contact with that stuff, so... we'll have him hang on to it for now. Okay. Just making certain that everybody has got another high-quality longsword. Excellent. Okay, everybody seems to be doing alright, and we can give these, like, if he's not going to use them right away, we can hang on to them, and she can put them in the scroll case. That way, if we start to run low on space,
Agreed.
we have options.
I'm here.
Well, go over there. Oh, Oh, that was close. There. We'll disarm that before we run away.
A little fire and lightning should liven things up.
Guard.
Motmic's doing a good job. He's spotting traps even when ghouls are spotting him. Ah! More skeletons. Jack's the name, Jack Skellington. Please, Mr. Skellington was my father. Oh, there's that lovely sound. Who was that? Motmic! Well, excellent. He's been doing a lot of hard work in these past few little kind of mini dungeons, so that's fair. That may be it for this crypt, folks. I do believe. Let's level him up. And which one was it? Ah, he leveled up in Fighter. Okay, so no skills this time, but his Thaco got better. And he got more hit points, which is good. Okay, back to work. This pool is filled with a vile-smelling black liquid, and the surface seems to ripple as if something is trying to break free to the surface. I don't like that. This is a bronze statue of a robed man, appears sad and is holding his arms out in supplication to someone. Yeah, he's probably saying, please, please get me out of here. Whatever's underneath the black stuff, oh, it's so bad. I'm scared and lonely. There we go. Another trap. Oh, oh, he disarmed it, but he sprung another trap. There must have been two. Uh-oh.
Sure about this.
Oh, did the game get confused there? Those skeletons kind of despawned and then almost immediately respawned, almost like it was confused about whether he had disarmed the trap or sprung it. Which is fair, because I was kind of confused about that too. There we go. Okay. Well, looks like it's just that then, so... Ah, a gold ring, a bastard sword, ooh, some magic chainmail, scroll of infravision, protection from evil, and a potion of infravision. Well, 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 what a good haul. We'll put that ring in here. We don't need to be fancy, we just need money. Sonic can take a look at that. Protection from evil. That is a mage spell. Let's... Oh, is that level 1? It is. Does she already know that? She doesn't. Okay. I was thinking, since it's level 1, maybe we should give it to Sana instead so that she can have a little bit of variety. Think about that and let me know what you think, if Sana or Keishara should get protection from evil. While we look at the rest of this. Potion of infravision. Most people have it. Well, that's not true. I guess half the party has it, so that'll go to one of the humans. And then the spell infravision. That's probably most useful for Sana because Keishara can already see in the dark thanks to being an elf. So she doesn't really need that spell. Sana can cast it on herself as well as Astrid and Hatheland if they do need it. And in the meantime, let's give her that potion as well. She's not carrying a potion yet. So she definitely gets infravision, which is also a first level spell, in case that influences anybody's decision. So what do you think? Should we give protection from evil to her now that she's got infravision too? Or should we throw that over to Keishara? I'm kind of two minds about it. I feel like it's more in character for Keishara to learn. I don't know which is like more useful. Because right now we're still at that very early stage of the game where like Keishara is actually not casting a lot of spells. She's mostly beating on stuff with her quarterstaff, which is counterintuitive for someone with a third the hit points of the rest of the party and no armor. Yeah, you know what? I think if y'all don't have an opinion, that kind of makes the decision for me. She probably should know that so that she can cast it on herself and get a bonus to armor class. Alright. There's that. Now let's check out this chainmail. Chainmail +1. Excellent. Who is wearing chainmail then? Here we go. Yeah, she'll be a punch wizard. Chainmail. She's wearing splint mail, and he's wearing splint mail. Okay, so I guess it goes to Sam. My general rule is if you find a magic version of something, you're probably going to use that to replace a non-magical version of something you already have before you consider giving it to another character. So, like, before I give this to someone who's currently wearing Splint, it's going to go to the guy who's already got Chain. Nice. Okay, folks, well,
I'm on it.
it's cave time, I do reckon.
I'm on it.
There we go. It really doesn't matter, they all come down here anyway, but sometimes I just like to line them up on the path. Oh, more shadows. They do respawn then, because we know we've been here, so... It matters to me. For my peace of mind, I guess. There we go. Marching order does matter. Thankfully, we created our characters kind of in the, for the most part, in the order that I kind of want them to stand in. I might switch these two, except that he's an archer anyway, so it doesn't matter if he's in the back. It does matter who goes down the corridor first. Oh, well. There we go. See, we know where the Yetis are coming from, right? Alright. Hatheland, you take the left. Astrid, you take the right. Sam will boldly go to the center. Ooh. No, no, no. Don't leave. Just back up. Okay. And we'll put Hatheland here. And Motmic will help take this one down. Oh, gosh. You know what? Let's have Keishara cast that armor spell. Everyone else, pile on this Yeti. There we go. We'll let her finish her casting. Excellent. Phew. That was dangerous. That's the closest we've gotten, and I was just talking about her, like, like, needing more hit points. There we go. I'm going to save that just in case something happens.
Done.
I'm here.
More Yetis. How many Yetis can you stuff into a cave this size, I wonder? There we go. Archers, take your shots.
Give the word.
Oh, her inventory's full. Okay, well, Sam, you carry the giant Yeti pelt.
I'm on it.
Look at that. It's almost like somebody lives here. Well, if there's stuff here that we can click on, we probably should check for traps.
Here, I'm on it.
Let's have our ranger take a look around. This tent is roughly constructed, but obviously of human manufacture. Someone other than the Yeti must inhabit the cave. This small tent holds several boxes.
Guard.
It's locked, okay. Not anymore. Oh, nice. A magic mace. Hey, some chainmail. Potion of agility. Okay. A necklace. Gold. Potion of fire resistance. Gnomish tools. Huh. Interesting. Well, we know someone who might be interested in that, right? Oswald, maybe. Gems, 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 gems. And a potion of freedom. And, okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and do what this, let's use this gem bag for what it's for. There we go. And I think there's one more, isn't there? Yes. Potion of healing, potion of genius, glyph of warding, and prayer. Okay. So, those are some more Sam stuff. Man. Oh, wait. I thought they were the same. That's chant, and that one's prayer. At this rate, we're either going to have to buy a second scroll case for Sam to keep his priest scrolls in separately, or Keishara is just going to have to give him hers, and we'll get her another one later, because all of our wizard scrolls or mage scrolls are being used for our bard and our wizard, but the priest scrolls, where he doesn't need to learn them in the same way, he's just kind of hanging on to them. So... Alright, let's have Sana take a look at this. And she does not have a healing potion, so we will give her one. Oh, how do I split those? That's alright. She can carry two, it doesn't matter. There's a way to split them, I just can't remember off the top of my head. Potion of Freedom. So this one, for 2 hours, you cannot be, like, paralyzed or caught in webs and things like that. That seems like something maybe Motmic should have. Potion of Genius. Alright, so we know that's a Keishara thing. Potion of Agility. Who has that? Okay, it is Astrid. She can carry that one stacked on hers. There we go. They stack up to 5. And then a potion of fire resistance. That could be useful. Our trap guy could definitely use that. Potion of strength. You know what? Here. She has the fewest hit points. I want her hit by a fireball the least. Now these gnomish tools. Here we go. This well-loved and worn wooden box contains an assortment of small tools, broken bits of metal, and an anatidae-based adhesive. Anatidae? Anatidae? That's probably Latin for something, like, I'm not sure. A mace +1. Okay, so +1 to hit. 1d6 +2 crushing. That is still, unfortunately, not as good as the +1 Morningstar we've already found, because it's also +1 to hit and +1 damage, but this minimum damage is 3 because it's 2d4. So the advantage this one has is I think it's a little bit faster maybe than that one. Nope, they're the same speed, so it doesn't matter. Okay, well... Let's get out of here, then. We'll have to figure out who it is that has a camp here in the cave. And we've only got one place left to go, but we're already... Some of our characters are full again, so... Let's take one more trip back to Kuldahar. And that way we can go in with completely empty inventories. We can definitely sell some of these Yeti pelts. Because even if we decide that we want the Yeti leather armor that Auric can make, we only need 10 pelts, and we've got more than that now for sure. And each of those other ones, 50 gold apiece? Yes, please. Because you know what's better than a live Yeti? 50 gold in our pockets. Oh, look at these old-timey weather effects. Back when the game was new, honestly, this was so impressive to me. I don't know if it should have been, you know, if there were other games out there at the time that were doing things better, but the Infinity Engine, man, it really carried its weight back when these games were new, and honestly, I still love the way that they look now. I'm glad that other people have spoken up and decided that there's still a market for these. If you haven't played other newer games in this same vein, like Pillars of Eternity, there's of course Pillars of Eternity 2 now, Tyranny, Torment, Tides of Numenera, absolutely I recommend all 4 of those. Take a look at them. Numenera especially is very, very good. because if you like the original Planescape Torment, then you will really love the new Torment, which is, you can tell that it's a spiritual successor, set in a very different world, but some of the same people worked on it. A lot of the same people worked on it, like Chris Avallone was involved in that. And even the people who didn't work on the original Torment, they were inspired by it, and I really appreciate that. Tyranny is also very good, has a very unique take on the fantasy world that we're used to, and is just a joy to play. Let's see. She's got a high-quality longsword equipped, so we can sell that other one. We can go ahead and sell these Yeti pelts, too. Because we know he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, so we can even sell 2 of his. Pile of Shame. Oh, you have it, but you haven't played it yet, right? You bought a copy and it's been sitting in your Steam inventory for 2 years. Go. This bastard sword. Well, that's just like with Dungeons and Dragons right here. Like, we've all made a character. Whether or not we ever get that character into a game and get them playing, that's totally different. Requires a little more effort. Does he sell arrows? I think that he does. I mean, he sells bows. Yeah, darts, bullets, bolts. Okay, so I think it's time to arrow up, because she's only got 1 stack. There we go. Buy a few more. And we need some bolts for him. He's been shooting a lot as well. Yeah, well, especially when it comes to role-playing, I mean, character creation is so much easier than finding a day when, like, 4 to 7 people can get together all at the same hour for the same number of hours. That's the highest CR encounter right there, right? So, making characters, you can sit and do that all day, and I would gladly do so. Playing a game? Easier said than done, for sure. Okay. I would like to go ahead and get another scroll case, I think. That'll save some inventory slots for him as well. Why do I keep clicking the inventory button when what I obviously mean to do is go to the map?
I'm on it.
I don't know. I don't know if there is an answer. I don't have it if there is. Let's show these tools to Oswald and see what he has to say. He's the only gnome we've met, right? Oh my goodness, guys. Pathfinding.
I'm on it.
Sometimes I wonder if Pathfinder wasn't called that because someone grew up playing the Infinity Engine games and was just like, oh my gosh, the pathfinding on this is so awful. If I could just make my own game, I could fix it.
Garden.
I couldn't help but notice that wooden box in your pack. May I take a closer look at it? You know what? I think we brought them to the right place. I also think that's not Oswald's voice that I was doing from the last episode. I don't remember. Here we go. Why do you want to see it? It appears to be a collection of gnomish tools. There may be something there that I could use to repair my airship. Oh yes, look at this. Where did you find this? It was in a Yeti cave. Yes, I think this could be very useful to me, and I suspect probably just dead weight for adventurers. Thank you, yes. Thank you, game. For the toolbox, I'm willing to part with some of my best potions. I think those may be more useful in your travels than some musty old toolbox. Huh. So, we can tell him we'd rather have the gold, since we know some of what he does with potions. We can just make the deal. I kind of want to know what kind of potions, though, right? How about 2 potions of healing, a potion of invisibility, and a potion of heroism? That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. I mean, that potion of invisibility, that'll save a spell slot right there. Potions of healing, you can never have enough of those. That's definitely for sure. Yeah, I think that that's reasonable, and not to mention, unless he's going to give us a lot of gold, even if we would rather have the gold, probably we could sell the potions and get more. I mean, in exchange for just a toolbox, we're not going to get a better deal than this, right? So, should we take the potions? I'm kind of leaning towards that myself, I think, rather than the gold. But I'll let y'all make the decision. Unless nobody has an opinion, in which case, that's totally fine. Alright, we'll go with the potions then. Excellent, excellent. Now, is there anything else I can help you with? Something from my stock, perhaps? No, you know what? That's fine. Those are enough. Those are sufficient potions. Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll give these to Hatheland now that everybody has got at least one potion. And in fact... Haha. There, I forgot the hotkey for splitting them, so I don't want them to wind up in the wrong place, like stacked on each other. There we go. I think it's okay for him to carry a few more than Astrid because she's got significantly more hit points than he does. Okay, Potion of Heroism. That is going to give you a bonus to your hit points. It's going to give you a bonus to hit. It's going to last for 2 hours, so that is great. Can only be used by warriors, though, so that sounds like probably an Astrid potion. That way she can tank for us. This Potion of Insulation we can pass along to somebody else. Everyone's potion slots are starting to get full. Here. You carry it for now. And then a Potion of Invisibility. That, I feel like, probably Motmic should carry. He's the person most likely to have invisibility cast on him by somebody else anyway. So there we go. Alright, excellent. So...
Agreed.
Oh, that was her armor spell wearing off because we traveled for 8 hours. Gosh. Oh, that scared me for a moment. I was like, what does that sound? Okay. Girth's equipment shop. He's the one that's probably going to have a scroll case, isn't he?
Done.
Alright. We'll have them go rest so she can get that spell slot back. Then we'll pick up a scroll case for Sam, and we will be on our way. And while we're down there too, don't let me forget, we need to sell all of that jewelry that Motmic has in his gem bag. Y'all, really. There we go.
I'm on it.
Because Girth will buy those as well, so...
Agreed.
While we're on this side of town, we can also go up, we'll pay a quick visit to Auric, and we'll see about that Yeti armor. Because, of course, you know, as I've said before, I've played this game, I'm aware of its secrets, but I can't remember what the Yeti armor does. I want to say it's like... I think it's like +1 leather armor or studded leather armor that maybe offers some cold resistance? That sounds right,
Agreed.
but I won't swear to it. Okay, let's see what you have for sale. Here we go. Here's where the real money is. See, look at this. 132 for, like, all this dead weight. Close container. Oh, okay. And now let's see. Surely, please. He has a gem bag. Oh, he doesn't have a scroll case. Drat. Well, no harm done, because Auric sells scrolls, so I bet. Who are you? Oh, just random NPC. I bet that he sells scroll cases. I can't remember if we saw one in his inventory before or not. But it makes sense. I mean, he's a wizard, right? He's got scroll cases lying around, I'm sure.
Agreed.
Excuse us, Weenog. There we go. Okay, here we go. Purchasing some spells. Excellent. Aha, there we go, a scroll case. He only has one to sell, too. It's okay, fine. Now, do we need any of these spells that we don't already have? Because this is our, like, we'll be back to Kuldahar. It's not our last chance to buy any of these. But if any of these look good to y'all, maybe we should consider taking them into Cresselac's tomb? Let's see. Magic Missile she doesn't have yet. Melf's Acid Arrow would be good as well. Web is an excellent spell. I use that a lot. Aganazar's Scorcher or Aganazar's Scorcher. That's a pretty good one. She doesn't have a lot of great attack spells is mostly what I'm worried about. She's picked some up. She doesn't have a lot. I'm hesitant to spend the money, but also we've been finding some good scrolls, but you never know for sure what you're going to find or if you're going to find something, so we could wait until after this dungeon maybe and then see, because Magic Missile is like a very common low-level spell. I hate to spend that much gold on it and then immediately find a scroll of Magic Missile, but also we might go the whole game and not find Magic Missile too, so you never know. But yeah, those are the four I would probably have my eye on. Aganazar's Scorcher, Web, Melf's Acid Arrow, all of those second level, as you can tell from the casting, or the purchase cost. Almost said casting cost. And Magic Missile, which she did not start out with. So. It's so hard to have a wizard who doesn't have Magic Missile. Well, we'll come back for this stuff. Okay, first things first. Let's do what we came here to do. There we go. Okay. I think... Can we put this in here? We can. Excellent. Good way to save a slot. I couldn't remember if you could put, like, plot stuff in there. Okay, and Astrid is carrying these keys because she is the hardest to kill. Not necessarily because she will put them to the best use. So now, let's give a save and let's talk to Auric about this armor. Yes, Merrick mentions you may be able to do something with these Yeti pelts. Of course, as he told us before, he can lay some enchantments into the materials. 10 pelts and 2,500 gold. Here we go. I'll talk with Conlon about making some armor and enchanting. Return in 3 days or so. Oh boy. 3 days. I'm tempted to just wait the 3 days because I kind of want to see whether the armor is worth it. Like 2,500 gold is a lot. I forgot that it took that long. I don't want to just give him 2,500 gold and then wander off and whatever, because if we leave here and we go and do the tomb and stuff, we're kind of committed. Because I can't just like load before all of that and then redo the entire dungeon. So yeah, I think we're going to camp through this and then we'll see whether or not it's worth it. because it may not be worth 2,500 gold. Yeah, that's my play, I think. Let's get our guys up here. We'll find us a comfy room and...
I'm on it.
Okay, 8 hours. 16, 24, that's 1 day. 2, 3, that's 2 days. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do 1 extra one just to make sure, because he said about 3 days.
Done.
There we go. And this way, you know, the worst that happens is that I'll load it and we won't have spent the money. The best that happens is, rather than wasting all of that time, we can have him start working on the armor, and then we can either just go ahead and take it with us now, or we can load it so we didn't waste 3 days. We'll go do Cresselak's Tomb and then come back and pick the armor up later. Oops. Yes. Run. Run. Watching them travel in their little caterpillar. It's a source of endless amusement, for I am a simple man.
I'm on it. Agreed.
Where's my armor? You unpleasant old man. From the reek, you can probably tell your Yeti hide armor is ready. It will take many months for the smell to leave, and I will not be working with any more Yeti pelts. So, he hates the stench enough that we're only going to get this armor 1 time. He won't make multiple versions of it. Can I help you with anything else? Nope, thank you. So, Yeti hide armor +1. There we go. Okay, so it's hide armor. This particular set of armor was cured by Conlon and enchanted by Auric. It was not able to quite get rid of its inherited weakness against fire, though it offers some natural protection against cold. Okay, so there we go. So, it is hide armor, which is AC 5, and gives you all of these penalties to thief skills. That's fine, because I don't think Motmic would be wearing this. And it is +1 hide armor. So, AC 5, 15% cold resistance, and 3% negative fire resistance. So you are slightly weaker to fire, although not really by, like, a worrisome amount. I mean, the cold resistance is much more than enough to balance that out, that tiny, tiny weakness. I don't know. No one's even wearing hide armor at this point. So AC 5... This is already AC 4. His is AC 4 because he's got +1 chainmail. She can't wear armor. He's wearing studded leather, but also there's no way he's wearing that hide armor. She's wearing studded leather. I don't think she could wear the hide armor anyway. Could Sana? Not usable by... Okay, she could wear it. But she would also suffer -10 to pick pockets. And it would only be 2 bonus to armor class. Y'all, I don't think that that's worth 2,500 of our gold. 2.5 thousand monies, precious, precious dollar bills that could be spent saving up for something much better. Do you? I mean, I am absolutely open to dissenting opinions, but to me... Like, it's neat that it has a story to it. I think that it's cool that it's a little unique thing that you can get, you know, where it's custom made for you and what have you. But hide armor's not that great anyway, as you can see. I don't think 15% cold resistance is worth 2,500 gold, especially when it probably would wind up being our bard wearing it, of all people. Because Hatheland and Astrid, they would actually take a small hit to their armor class to put it on. So I am open to opposition, but yeah, I think I'd rather have the money, wouldn't you? Wouldn't y'all? Because 2,500 gold, that would buy a lot of spell scrolls. Or it would be, you know, a good... Yeah, it'd be, that's too much money that could go towards an actual worthwhile magical item just to have what's basically a curiosity. So yeah, let's get our cash back. There we go. But that also means something else. You know what?
I'm on it.
That means that we can sell those Yeti pelts. And y'all, that's an extra 500 gold right there because we kept 10 of them. Oh my gosh, you guys. There we go.
I'm on it.
I can't remember if Girth buys them or not. We may have to sell them to Conlon. Okay, yeah. We have to sell them to Conlon. That's fine. That's worth a trip.
Agreed.
See, Hatheland knows. He agrees with me. We'll step up here. We will sell those. And you saw Girth looked like he was going to buy them for 60, not 50. So, hey. Might be 600 gold. Because where we saved 10 of them, I mean, that's a nice chunk of change. So not only did we not spend our 2,500, but actually we're making money by selling the Yeti pelts, and we get all of that inventory space back. And let's be real.
Agreed.
Those slots matter. Oh, wow. He'll only buy them for 20. Oh, Conlon, you loser. Okay, well, you know what? 200 gold is 200 gold. Right? So, that's a shame that... I don't know why it shows that Girth would buy them for more when he won't buy them at all, but whatever. I'm just glad to be rid of them, right?
Done.
Man, almost feel like we deserve a drink after that. Yeah, exactly, see? We don't really have a Debbie in this party, do we? Just kind of to go to the tavern and buy a drink every time that we accomplish something worthwhile. I guess the closest thing would be Sam. Sam is the Debbie of the group. Which is a weird thing to say, I suppose, but...
Agreed.
Back again. What will it be this time? Let's see. I think we talked to her about all of these things. Yeah, we spoke to her about all of this. There we go. Well, then he shouldn't have come at all. Huh. Well, look at that. They've only got one barmaid. Your barmaid Lysan is quite pleasant and talkative. Oh, do you fancy her? She's easy on the eyes, she is, but a little too much a winter's chill in her to my liking, friend. Can't say I haven't tried to thaw her out a little, but she could keep an ogre at bay with those eyes of hers. She came here a few months ago, and she works hard, so I'm not complaining. Well, I don't see her at all now. Is that her leaving? Ah, no. Okay, it's just a random townsperson. It's like, that would be wild. Alright, back to the Vale of Shadows. Folks. We are armed with some new spells. Some new equipment, even.
Agreed.
Personally, I am very happy with that. Found some new armor for a couple of our folks. I really like that Hatheland and Astrid both managed to get weapon upgrades, and all the way across too. Like, he got an axe and a sword, which is pretty great. Honestly, at this point, because he's at a +1 dagger, he has not upgraded his crossbow, she's not upgraded her bow, and of course Keishara is still using, like, you know, a crappy staff. But other than that, everyone's got some kind of upgrade. This +1 Morning Star and so forth.
A little fire and lightning should lighten things up.
Haha. Yeah, those shadows can go ahead and respawn all they want, by the way, because 700 free experience points a pop. Yes, please. Oh, speaking of which,
I'm not sure about
celebrate good times. Come on. Maybe there will be some more. Anybody else want to fight? No? Okay, well. Let's check out this last tomb, Cresselax's tomb, folks. Ooh, I already hear some unpleasant noises. You know what? Let's do ourselves a favor. This lasts for 8 hours anyway. There we go. We'll have her go ahead and cast that to protect herself. This is a statue depicting a barbarian warrior leaning on a two-handed sword, and it's worn with age. It's a dead end. Let's send everyone up here then. There's nothing to do but go on. A gate. Ooh. A tattered skeleton. Well, it can stay tattered. Look at that. What a welcoming committee. Ooh. Temple Guardian. You know what? Let's just wait right here for that to come down here and greet us. Oh, it attacked Astrid. That was a bad. Oh, hey, thank you.
I'll do my best to keep myself.
I appreciate that. I really do. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying. And don't forget to follow me over on Twitter and YouTube as well, or Facebook or Pillowfort if you use any of those. That way you can stay abreast of polls about games, or like if there's any kind of announcements.
Myself out of trouble.
Oh my goodness. More swords. More swords than 7 years ago. Sarcophagus is open and empty. The lid has been carefully placed against the nearby wall. Yet presumably by its owner, because like they're gonna come back for it. So yeah, this pool is filled with a glowing green liquid. Several human skeletons can be seen floating within its depths. Why though? Ah, archers. Disapprove, -5. More of these giant guardians. Yeah, are you starting to get the feeling that maybe whoever is buried here is important, y'all? Okay. Hatheland's inventory is full. Let's regroup here. Let's take a look at what we've gotten so far. We'll identify those. She gets arrows anyway. Did I see an improved bow? A composite longbow. I'm not sure she's strong enough to use those, actually. That's it so far. Okay. +1 bullets. Not a lot of them. But there we go. She can hang on to them until we, you know, get wherever it is we're going with this sling. Now this, I think, yeah, requires 15 strength, and unfortunately her strength is... Okay, well, it's still 25. That's got to be because I have story mode turned on. I've not researched that, but because of this, I'm thinking it is. That's not her actual strength score. That's not any of their strength scores. But I hesitate to take advantage of that. I mean, she's already using a regular longbow and doing really well. So the only difference here is it's +2 damage per shot. And I mean, goodness knows she hasn't needed that yet. So I'm just going to leave that alone for now because I don't want to... If story mode is going to do that, I don't want to cheese the game that way. Alright. Let's come over here. Keishara, why don't you give this book a read? This pedestal supports a large book that has been secured to it by a chain. Careful inspection of the book reveals its pages to be crafted of human skin. Each page is covered in neat script written in blood. Okay, so... I feel like we're dealing with a bad, folks. Because here's what I know. Here's what I know. First of all, human skin doesn't really hold ink the same way that paper does. It's just not great to make a lasting record out of. So that's obviously magical. I mean, you don't write with blood on the human skin. But also, I mean, the book has been chained there. I get the feeling it's probably not to keep someone from walking away with it. When you find a giant book that is chained down, and it is made from human skin and blood, and it is resting between two glowing green pools of goop full of human bones, folks, I think what we might have here is our first really significant evil-aligned dungeon. So, yeah. Yeah, something like that. Something unpleasant, right? Something unsavory. Whatever's in there, and whatever's through there, I'm not looking forward to it. And I don't think that they are either. But you can look forward to it. Because that's what we're going to do next weekend. So, I hope that you'll join me then. Come back again Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York and Miami time here in the U.S. for more Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition, as we continue to explore Cresselac's tomb. Who is this mysterious Cresselac? Why does he have this horrible book? Who is his interior decorator, and what do they charge? These questions and more possibly answered in our next stream, our next episode, our next adventure, which will be next weekend. And until then, as always, thank you for playing.